Hello! Welcome back to the channel. I'm Derek. We are here to watch more Bridgerton. This is Season 3, Episode 6. It is called Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. I think this is the title of one of the books. I think. Could be wrong. Last episode ended with, not a bang. Well, that happened mid-episode. It ended with Penelope passing the frick out. And now, seemingly, shenanigans will be afoot. I lost my train of thought mid-sentence. So that's where we're at. We're in a real humdinger of a mood. I legit don't know what to say. We're going to jump into this next episode. Before we do that, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full-length reaction, consider checking out my Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. I also have early access for the next 2 episodes of this show on Patreon as well. Both of those episodes should be up on Patreon and YouTube memberships already. So if you are interested in seeing the end of Season 3 already, definitely go to Patreon and support. It's up there. You can watch it right now. Right this second, you can watch it. Like, guys, how are you not taking advantage of this? No, but yeah, that's all I gotta say. So let's jump into Season 3, Episode 6 of Bridgerton. And he'll be in a world of pure imagination.
Perhaps the Queen has finally discovered her.
I had hoped she'd report to my betrothal.
Well, I had hoped she would report my new dress.
No one gives a shit about either of those things.
Cressida Cowper, that blonde backbiter.
Do we really believe it is her?
No.
It makes perfect sense. I too might turn to writing vicious slander if I were practically an old maid like Miss Cowper.
Damn. An old maid.
She is hellborn.
I think she is a genius. I cannot wait for her next issue.
Damn, they've divided the ton.
I will not insult the devil by drawing parallels between him and Cressida Cowper. For one is a liar, a fraud, a succubus of the first water.
Damn. She doesn't know how to...
You have a visitor.
She doesn't know how to deny the allegations.
Pen,
Colin.
you well?
Yeah, you don't want to get ink on your hands.
There is nowhere else I would rather be.
That's how he's going to figure it out. She's not going to tell him. He's going to figure it out because of the ink on her hands. He's going to recognize, as a fellow writer, that happens quite often.
I know there is something you wish to tell me, but I am happy to be patient until you are ready to unfold whatever it is you are feeling.
Go away.
Do you think it is really her?
No.
I always imagined Lady Whistledown might be more clever, perhaps. But before I go, I have something for you.
A ring.
Oh,
Wow.
Colin, it is beautiful.
Fancy.
Where's all this ink? Have you been writing?
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
I shall leave you to it.
She got ink all over her hands. You're getting sloppy, Penelope. You're getting sloppy. People are going to figure it out.
He has rescinded his offer of marriage.
Good.
If you think you can keep working under my roof and tarnishing my good name, you are sorely mistaken. I am sending you to live with your Aunt Jo.
No. Not Aunt Jo.
Papa, you cannot do that. Aunt Joanna lives in Wales.
Precisely.
She's Welsh.
You must take back your statement. We can say the Lady Bridgertons gave you too much wine, and you were overcome.
You do not believe me?
No, you're not nearly smart enough.
Lady Whistledown is an astute writer. You have many gifts, but cleverness is not amongst them.
She said, you're not smart enough to be this person. Hell
Bridgerton,
yeah.
Forgive my intrusion. I simply forgot my hat. Thank you.
You did that on purpose. That's an old school trick. Oh, sorry. I left something at your
Yes,
house. I have to come back.
Suppose I could have sent a footman to fetch this, could I not? But then I would not have been able to see you again.
This man's got a great beard.
My sister was the firstborn.
But you were the first boy.
So he was more important to the
We are
family.
adults now. Surely there is a way forward.
I have faith you will find a way.
Thank you.
Plus, he wants to date her best friend. So, of course she's not going to be thrilled about that. It's a foyer in the thunder. There were lightning.
You love the picture.
I love the colour pinks. I like the chocolate macarons.
Imagine Dragons. Think I ain't recognize Imagine Dragoons? Nigh immediately?
Why are you lying?
I'm not
Why are you
lying.
lying? You are.
Oh, Gregory!
Gregory!
Excuse me. I have been taken ill of the plague, and you are all doomed by association.
3 banana macarons for the 1 chocolate.
Incredible. They can say whatever they want.
Family? Thank you.
We are engaged.
We are to marry.
Congratulations.
Leave old life behind. Not a yes, sir. Not a follower.
Did you know she was Lady Whistledown?
You spoke with Penelope this morning?
Yes. She is devastated about Miss Cowper coming forward.
No. The friendship was already souring, but this caper may be the final straw.
She almost gave it up.
There is a part of me that should like to march to house with a pitchfork. And if you wished me to, I still would. But in truth, everything that has happened of late has softened me, I suppose.
You mean everything with Penelope?
He doesn't care about trivial things anymore.
Perhaps I can make Lady Whistledown go away.
She's essentially gonna be like, you need to stop. Just like, don't be whistled down anymore. I mean, that's a fair trade-off, in my opinion. Penelope gets married, gets a lifelong husband, and just has to give up one singular passion.
But the truth would destroy Colin.
I think you give him too little credit.
Why tell him? When the better thing is for you to put down your pen.
I cannot stop.
It's an addiction.
Cressida has done you a favor. Let the column die with her name and no one will ever be the wiser.
Eloise, I have worked too hard for too long. Of all people, I refuse to let Cressida Cowper take credit. It would break my heart.
And what of Colin's heart?
Yeah, what do you care about more?
Lady Whistledown is my name, not hers.
Your name is about to be Bridgerton.
Which one do you care about more?
For much of my life, being a part of your family is all I've wanted.
But if I must give up Colin, I will.
And there was a time I would have given anything to know Lady Whistledown. You had a good run for a while. But it's just gossip. Let it go.
It is just gossip. You actively refuse to use it for more than that. Unless that'll give you an idea of what to write about. Write some radical stuff. Write some real shit. Women's rights. Get down to fucking business, Penelope.
So, this is the young lady claiming to be Lady Whistledown.
She is indeed.
A measly £5,000 should be nothing to the great Lady Whistledown.
Yeah.
You do charge, do you not?
I claim it so no one else can take what is rightfully mine.
Well, I am a woman of my word.
Here's 5K. Go to prison.
I know Lady Whistledown as well as I know myself.
And you are
Her
not
greatest
she.
strength is that she is an observer. What have you observed in your life other than yourself?
Oh, shit.
Unless you can print a convincing issue, I do not wish to see you in my court again.
Ooh. The gauntlet has been thrown. I don't know how she thought she was going to get away with it.
We do not wish to wait that long. We should like to start setting up
Elope.
a home together.
We think speaking to the Queen may be the wisest decision.
Do it.
Well, if you think you are up to it.
Come on. Don't be like that. Don't play
We would
on his
like you
insecurities.
To speak to the Queen.
Oh?
Are you up to it? she's scared.
What about my dreams?
Women don't deserve dreams. Just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I have to make sure that you guys know I'm kidding, because sometimes people don't realize.
I chose a match for security, and he could not even provide that. But he gave me you girls. And my greatest wish has always been for you three to do better than I did.
Isn't that every parent's dream?
You're lucky, Penelope. Do not take that for granted.
Penelope, you have lived a good life. You got hella money. Now just relax. Be married. Give up your, career you've worked for your entire life to be a homemaker. Harrison Butker would be proud of you. Or tell Colin the truth. And he might be chill. He might be like, hey, you have to stop for a month. Or you can only write once every 2 weeks instead of once a week.
It is pleasant sharing a meal with you.
Our first, I believe.
Wow. First, date.
Wonderful.
What a freak, Benedict. What a freak. I wonder if he's going to panic at the idea of meeting people close to her.
I'm writing a manuscript, in fact.
Oh.
It's called The Way of Kings.
To Mr. Modrich's fine club.
To the
To your
club.
Oh.
Wow. Another. No. Must finish it. You have to.
I wish he didn't have to give up his spot. He's in a very similar position to Penelope. Everything he's worked for.
If any of you know cause or just impediment why these two persons should not be joined together in holy matrimony, ye are to declare it.
Or forever hold your tongue. What if someone spoke up?
I know there is something you have been meaning to tell me.
Put the pieces together, Colin.
That I have loved you since the moment we met. Even the years I pretended to be your friend, I was, but
The years I
loved you in
pretended.
secret. always loved you, Colin.
She faked a friendship with you to get in your pants. Can you believe her?
I will spend a lifetime begging your forgiveness for not seeing you sooner.
There is no need.
You
There's
can,
nothing in the world.
you can
that
forgive
happen.
her for being Lady Whistledown. That's an even trade. She'll forgive you for not seeing her sooner
Colin, what are you
as long as you forgive her
I'm not
for
dancing.
writing gossip for years.
In a church where we were married.
They're so precious. They're so cute. I love them.
Brother,
Brother!
Sister.
may I present Lady Keswick? Have you two met before?
She's trying to throw a new contender into the ring.
I'll let the two of you get acquainted.
She's like, you will not talk to my best friend. You're going to talk to my second best friend. Or my third best friend, rather.
I do not wish to be your collaborator, and I cannot be your friend any longer. I'm sorry.
Damn, fat rip.
Is this truly about Whistledown? It's no wonder Penelope abandoned you.
You rude bitch.
All you ever do is talk. You are clearly just envious that I've made something of myself.
Damn, same words that Penelope said.
Perhaps I am envious of Whistledown. It is quite a feat. And after spending a season feeling nearly invisible, I almost understand why one might be driven to write it.
Damn.
Congratulations on your hard-earned success.
One step closer to rekindling with Penelope. Are you gonna burn them? It's the only reason the fireplace would be on in this scene. No! That's a record of all your hard work. Just kidding. This is what everyone does at the end of the school year, right? You burn all your old papers.
Let us plan the greatest wedding Mayfair has ever seen.
That is music to my
Damn.
ears.
The greatest events anyone's ever seen. Infinite growth is not a real thing. You can't keep promising your shareholders continued money. It's not how that works.
I'm letting Miss Cowper take credit for the column. The issue you read about my engagement will be my last.
Penelope, that column's your life's work.
I cannot continue writing.
Maybe Genevieve's gonna let something loose. Because she's an integral part in this, right?
Mama, what is wrong?
What do you mean, what is wrong? Can you not use your ears?
We must get that reward before the real Whistledown decides to publish again. Read me what you have written.
It's like the most awful writing ever.
Dear reader, it is I, Lady Whistledown. Today I bring you much gossip from about the many lands, near and far.
Not nearly poetic enough.
Is that all?
So far.
Mama,
She needs a lot of help.
I'm frightened.
Of all bitches, dead or alive, a scribbling woman is the most canine. If that should be true, then this author would like to show you her teeth. Clever.
Maybe now she'll start appreciating the cleverness of the writing.
Let me guess. Did she tell you to be very, very afraid of her?
Exactly that.
So you should be, both of you.
Is she having sex with both of you?
So, Benedict.
Is she inviting you to a threesome, Benedict?
Her Majesty the Queen.
Damn, the red hair?
As I assumed, lackluster at best.
Oh, come on now. This thing's gonna open. It's gonna have something sick in it. They crafted this for this party? This is a multi-million-dollar operation. Who the fuck made this? Are you kidding me? How did you guys make this happen? Excuse me?
Not bad. Not bad at all.
That's like the best you can ask for from the Queen. You realize you're gonna have to outdo yourself every time now.
Mama, I do not wish to wait.
I know, but I do not wish to ruin things for you.
How would you ruin things?
Yeah, how?
Do you not think our match would cheer her? You are afraid you will ruin things because you still do not believe in this match, do you?
I have supported you.
You have been perfunctory in your support.
You don't like it.
Not every attachment must be dramatic and hard fought. What John and I have is easy, and I love him, Mama. Even if it is not the love that you want for me.
She believes there's someone better out there for you. She's like, don't go talk to her.
I will go after her.
I do not wish to speak to any more eligible widows.
Speak to whomever you like, but it is not for you to go after my friend.
You
must you take everything from me?
Oh, that's what this is about.
Enough. Whatever I have done to deserve this ire, tell me, so that we might be done with it.
What do you care about?
What I care about is that I had a chance of happiness, and you took it from me.
How?
How did I take your chance at happiness?
Do you think I do not know that it was you who betrayed me to our father? I heard him thank you.
Oof.
Soma.
Soma. Soma. You think you can call me by my born name and right the wrong?
Oh, she's bringing out the accent now.
If you will excuse me, I must find my friend.
She's been hanging on to this for a minute. He doesn't realize what he did, what he took from her.
You and Lady Arnold have quite a rapport. I'm surprised you two have never...
Oh, they have. Many, many times.
In fact, do not answer that. Apparently, the wine has made me rather rude.
Well, the wine has also made you rather charming.
Oh, shit. This is a threesome initiation. I wonder if they'll switch up the stories and make Benedict fall in love with a boy instead of a girl. That would be interesting. Yeah. Yep. Awkward.
Forgive us. We were just...
Talking about you, in fact.
They want you to join. I called it. Threesome,
Would
baby.
you perhaps like to join us? Upstairs.
I've forgotten. I'm supposed to be somewhere. Forgive me.
I think he actually started to feel feelings for her and was actually kind of hurt to see them kissing. Be complicated. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba ba da. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with being confident? Because she's the devil. Do not speak to the devil.
Scandal writer for a daughter.
Can you imagine?
She's looking hot as hell, though. Like Cruella de Vil. Should have came in a Dalmatian dress.
Perhaps I should have clarified that I do not wish to see you in my court. Or out of it.
Your Majesty...
Were you invited here tonight?
You have to be assertive if you're going to be whistled on. You can't be like a cowardly little
I
coward.
simply wanted to give you a gift.
The newest edition.
It is said that there is no rest for the wicked. If that is true, this author must be rather virtuous. You may now know my name, but have no doubt I know you even better.
Okay.
Yours truly, Lady Whistledown. Or
Okay.
forever now, Cressida Cowper.
She couldn't even write an actual thing. You're watching your
Here,
life's work
we have-
be taken from you.
And oh. Come with me.
Oh, Colin's gonna overhear them. He's gonna overhear them. Oh no. Oh no.
And now she has somehow written something coherent. Not to mention published. Breathe.
I thought she was an idiot.
I put them all in danger again, just like last year.
That was my fault.
No, I was reckless. As I have been now, inviting that viper into my family's home. A viper who now has nearly as much power as the Queen.
Reconciliation.
You'll be all right.
How?
We're gonna get to write.
Because I'm going to publish again. With one issue, I can discredit Cressida. It's not just gossip. Whistledown is power.
Yeah, damn right.
Writing was the only way I felt I could have a voice. And I should have been using the column to give a voice to the other
Exactly.
voiceless.
Hell yeah. They're coming together.
Let me use it now to do some good.
Everything Eloise was saying in her last season, you can use it to do good. But then Eloise is also admitting she was reckless. So Colin definitely overheard them, right? Oh, she's in the zone now. She knows what she's doing. Colin probably followed her. He did something.
Apologies for the late order. There's been some confusion with the silk delivery. You'll be paid handsomely for your rush service.
Anything for Lady Whistledown?
I love when she puts on that accent. Colin's gonna... yeah.
Colin.
You.
Awkward.
Oh, Lady Whistledown.
A little bit. A little bit. Just a little bit. Every now and then. Ugh. How are you gonna end the episode there, bruv? Are you gonna end the episode there, bruv? How dare you? How dare you? Bruv. Bruv, how you just gonna end the episode there? Trying to watch more? Okay. We are in it now, boys. We're in it now. Colin. I knew he was gonna figure it out. As soon as he saw them walking away, I was like, oh frick, like he's gonna figure it out. He overheard them probably. He followed her. He knows now. Like him and Eloise and Penelope are gonna have to sit down as like a trio and just like explain, just like fully explain this shit that went down. Like all the like rationalization that she had to give to Eloise last season, she's gonna have to give that to Colin. She's gonna have to explain to him, if I didn't do this, like things would not be good. explain to him why she started, all this jazz. Like, I think that's what needs to happen for him to accept it, you know? Yeah, they're definitely gonna have to explain to Colin just what's going on. But seemingly Eloise and Penelope are like gang again, back on the friendship train. And it really just took them interacting with other people to like see that they both had reasons to be wrong and reasons to be right, if that makes sense. Like Eloise had to, you know, talk with Cressida about like what was going on to realize that, hey, like Penelope wasn't all wrong in how she did things, and she actually like appreciated the cleverness of the writing. She's like, damn, my friend is actually really smart. Like, she's so good at that. And then what was it? Was she talking to Eloise, or I forgot who Penelope was talking to, but when she realized like, hey, like, oh, it was when Eloise was like, it's just gossip, like you can let it go. I think, like, you know, like last season when Eloise was all mad, or even like when Eloise was just trying to find out who Whistledown was, Penelope would tell her like, it's not that serious, it's just gossip, like why do you care about finding her? And Eloise was like, because she can use her voice for more, like she has a huge platform, she could be doing things with it. And Penelope was very much of the opinion of like, no, like this is just gossip, I make money from spreading gossip, like I don't want to be more than that. Until she realized that like it's gonna be taken away from her and taken by someone else. Not only does she have to give it up, but it's gonna be taken, for her to truly realize like not only what it means to her, like it's her life's work, she doesn't want to trivialize that, but she does truly realize like the power that her words have. And because of that, she's like, oh shit, like I actually can do something about this, like I can write for other things. And so just like from the outside, you see their position softening. I mean, throughout the whole season, you've kind of seen their animosity softening, either directly towards each other or like because of outside things. You see the pain in their eyes when they have to be mean to each other. You know, like you can tell they want to be friends again, and you can see their positions softening. The things that they were angry about, they're not quite so angry about, and they're reaching a greater point of understanding. And then this episode truly is where they, I think, finally come to an understanding, where Eloise is like, no, like you gotta get back on the horse, like you gotta actually write again, and I will help you, like this is necessary, like your life, not only is your life being taken from you, but I think Eloise also realizes, she's like, oh shit, like if Whistledown was actually someone who didn't like me and my family, like I'd be fucked. She, like in that moment, she's like, I am eternally grateful that Whistledown was someone who actually cares about me and didn't want to harm my reputation. Like if it was Cressida would have burned my family to the ground. Like, you know, so I think she realizes that maybe it's, you know, Penelope's actions weren't so awful. And she also recognizes like she was being reckless. Like okay, quick aside. One thing that I wanna kind of rant a little bit about. There were so many people in the comments for the finale of last season and the trailer reaction early on, and somewhat early on in the first couple of episodes, that were treating Eloise's recklessness as if it was some sort of like moral failure, and that just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Like there were things that happened. Characters did things to each other, whether it be Penelope, whether it be other characters in the show, did things that objectively you could say, that's a shitty thing. That was a bad thing, a bad way to treat someone. You know, you could have done better. Like, you know, there were moral failings that happened from characters in the show. But there are people that were treating Eloise's recklessness as some sort of like sin, that she committed a moral failing on her part. That kind of annoyed me. Like, it really made me upset that like people were treating her trying to find out who Whistledown was as like an equivalent or a worse act than, you know, things that were done to her. Like, I don't know. That's neither here nor there, I guess, for this part. But I just needed to say that kind of pissed me off seeing those comments about Eloise. It's like, she was a woman who she wanted more for the people around her. She wanted a person with a platform to step up and speak for the disenfranchised, and people treated, at least in my comments, people treated that as some sort of like moral failure, that she deserved to have her family like drug through the mud for that. And it's just like like, I don't know, just made me a little mad. But in this episode, she does recognize that she was being a little reckless, you know, and that, you know, something might have been bound to happen. I don't know. Like, that's a thing. And, you know, it is what it is. But then, you know, Penelope also recognizes, like, you know, she's come to a point of like, I don't know, they came together and realized that like they're better as friends and they're better working together going forward. And then she goes to publish, and Colin straight up just follows her, because it's like, why not? Obviously, he's suspicious. He's like, she's been keeping something from me this whole time. She has ink on her hands. Like, he's putting the pieces together. And so he follows her, and he seems pretty upset, honestly, right off the bat. Like, this is the second he's 2 for 2 in women that he has either proposed to or thought about proposing to, who have kept something monumental from him. You know, first with Marina in her pregnancy, second with Penelope and her Lady Whistledown act. So it's gotta be hard to trust when you realize the people that you love are lying to you. But I gotta give Colin credit. Like, I know he's gonna come back from this. Like, he's not gonna, you know, everyone's expecting him to react super negatively. I think he will be more understanding than we assume. What else happened? The Mondriches had a fancy ball. They had a grand old time. There was a moment where I thought that there was maybe something wrong with Mr. Mondrich. When he was pouring the alcohol in the club, you know, when he's like saying goodbye to the club, maybe it's because he was sad or drunk or whatever, but he like completely missed that cup. He poured a little bit and it just like sprayed everywhere. And I was thinking, like, is he sick? Like, what is going on? Like, does he have like a brain injury from like years of boxing, and his like nervous system doesn't work quite right? I don't know. It was just suspicious, but then they like never brought it up again, and he seemed fine going forward. So maybe I was making nothing out of nothing, or I was making something out of nothing. But yeah, they had a fancy ball, and they had like a multi-$100 million operation going on here. Like, they're tasked with throwing a ball. And it's been how long? A couple days since they were like suggested the idea of doing this ball and planning this ball, and they create this centerpiece that it's got gears turning. It's like, you know, fancy paper. It's like, how did you make this in like 4 days? Who did you pay to do this? Like, which expert movie set person is in your employ? What is going on? It was just crazy. I was like, damn, like they are this must have cost so much money. That was insane. Not expected at all, but it was kind of crazy. What else happened? Lady Danbury, she yelled at her brother. So I don't remember, I don't think they showed in Queen Charlotte. I think they started off with her already being married. to that old ass man, right? The one that died. I don't think they showed the like how that started or anything. So that could be, I mean, that could be set up for like Queen Charlotte season 2 if they do more of that, or like maybe they'll have some focus on Lady Danbury when she was younger. I don't know. Or maybe it's not a setup for the spin-off show at all, and it's just like dialogue, so we know why she's so angry at him. But yeah, she almost escaped, I guess, somehow. Was she gonna run away? Possibly. She's gonna flee for her life, and seemingly her younger brother, gave her up to the dad. It's possible that was like actually what happened, or maybe she is misinterpreting the situation. But she brought out the African accent on him, and she told him what's what. So she's like, you are not gonna take something else from me. Like, you're not gonna take my best friend from me. That is not gonna happen. What? And I understand, but at the same time, like, you fucked her dad. you screwed her dad. I think she gets to, she gets to kiss your brother. She gets to make love and get married to your brother because you fucked her dad. Like, it's fine. That's just what needs to happen. But it is what it is. Who else had storylines this episode? I mean, Cressida obviously being Lady Whistledown, like pretending, right? She can barely string 2 sentences together. I assume it was her mom that wrote the actual stuff. They had ink all the way up their arm. Like, insane stuff. I'm pretty sure it was her mom that did it. Unless they like employed someone else to do it. There was a shot of someone pulling up their sleeve and they had ink all over their arm. I thought that was her mom, but it could have been someone else entirely. I'm gonna have to rewatch it on the edit to see who it was. But I did notice it. I just didn't notice who it was. She's she's stuck. I don't know what she's gonna do. She's a bitch, so she deserves bad things to happen to her. I don't know if she quite deserves expulsion from society and essentially being homeless, living in Wales, but it is what it is. She could become a farmer. Sucks for her, but you reap what you sow. What else? Oh, and then freaking Benedict, Benny boy Bridgerton, gets invited to a threesome by his girlfriend. That was such an interesting moment. Because I was joking. I was like, no way. She invites him. She's like, I want you to meet the people that are close to me. And the whole, like, initially, it's like, yo, this dude does not like Benedict. Like, he is not a fan of him. And then slowly but surely, they started becoming a fan. As soon as he started telling stories about Tilly, like at the plays and stuff, I was like, oh, these two are definitely having sex. Like, this is not a oh, he's just a friend, he's dear to me. It's like, oh, these two are actively boning. Like, they're fully engaged in that. And then I was like, Benedict, are they inviting you to a threesome? Is that what is happening? And that is what was happening. They planned this. They planned this whole thing as like an initiation to like their group sex. and like he goes back and he's like, I was right. Like, and they're so happy. They're making out and they're like, we're gonna have another person to join us. This is gonna be fantastic. Like, grand old time. But Benedict, I think, was actually hurt. Like, he talks about how he has no purpose and how he is totally fine, like, not having a significant other, things like that. And he walks in on them kissing, and I think he was legitimately hurt. And he decides to leave. Like, he plays it off, laughing, and is like, so, like, he plays it off as though he's fine with it and is just gonna leave. But I think he was legitimately, like, upset. Like, he didn't expect to have, like, real feelings for her. And then when they were revealed, he's like, oh shit, I have to leave. And then he left. And so I think this is very much going to be like a galvanizing moment for Benedict's season, whether that be next season or the season after. I think he's finally going to start to realize that he needs someone in his life, and he actually wants to have those feelings. It's going to be very interesting. They're possibly also setting similar things up for Eloise. You know, she's talking to freaking Cressida at one point, and Cressida was like, yeah, like, if I come forth as Lady Whistledown, like, I don't have to get married. I'll just live as, like, a spinster, and I'll fraternize with, like, the widows and stuff my whole life. And they kind of focus on Eloise's face when she, like, hears that. And it could have been a moment of her sympathizing with Penelope, or it could have been a moment of her realizing, like, oh, shit, like, I don't want to spend my whole life fraternizing with the widows. Like, I don't want to grow old and have that be my hobby, is just talking to the women at parties who had their husbands die, right? Like, maybe she's slowly realizing that her position of, like, anti-marriage is maybe she doesn't hold as strongly to that position as she thought she did. Or, probably more likely, it could have been just a moment of her being like, oh my god, this is why Penelope doesn't want to tell anyone. Because if it's revealed, she'll just be a spinster and be alone. Like, I don't want that for my friend. But yeah, I don't know. This was an intense episode, and it ended on a cliffhanger. So it's tough. I think it's all I have to say about this one, though. Definitely let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. I'm very curious to see how you feel. Otherwise, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. In both of those places, you can also get early access to the next 2 episodes. Both of them should probably be up on Patreon already. If they're not, give it a couple days. They'll be up there. Don't worry. You're going to get it way before YouTube gets it. So if you're interested, consider checking it out. But other than that, again, that's all I have to say. So thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.